Hi guys, how are you? Again. Okay, so last time I talked to you, which was earlier today, I was actually in the woods having a good time. Here's the problem. I came back and I bathed Milo because he decided to roll in something gross. He smelled like a combination of pine and something unidentifiable, but it didn't smell great. Animals will roll in anything that stinks, anything dead, decayed, roll all in it like, oh yeah. I don't know why. I don't know why. But I'm like, you're getting a bath right away. You know, when we get back, you're getting a bath. Anyway, wasn't happy. I don't like chores added to my list of things to do. Okay, so this is just a quick cheat sheet when you're dealing with a toxic or narcissistic individual. Okay, so they're going to rob you of what you enjoy. If you love to travel, when you first meet them, they will talk about, oh, I love traveling too. We're going to go here, we're going to go there, we're going to go here and there and everywhere. And none of that's true. If they're a toxic or narcissistic person, they're lying. They're just trying to use the bait to pull you in so that you want to be with them. Oh, this person loves to travel too. Yay. And it's a bunch of BS. So anything that you enjoy will be taken from you. That includes any emotional connection, any physical intimacy, being intimate with your partner in a sexual way, that will be taken from you. You will be attacked for your sexual performance. You will be treated like something is wrong with you if you want them. Like they will shame you. And I know of women that their narcissistic partner has done that to them. You want sex all the time. What's wrong with you? Are you like a pervert or something? So they want to shame you and embarrass you for something normal, for wanting them. Okay. Um, and a lot of times they're being involved with someone else. So they really don't need to be involved with you because they've got other people that are handling that. So they're going to torture you by not giving it to you, but they're giving it to other people. So the emotional connection isn't going to be there. It may be there in the beginning. They will fake it in the beginning. Some of them are so god dang lazy, they're not even going to fake it in the beginning. Uh, a very dangerous component to this, and I've experienced this before on a few occasions. A very dangerous component is when they decide, I'm going to abandon you when you have a physical issue. Whether it is you're sick, you're in the hospital, you're not in the hospital, you have the flu, you have the C word, or you fractured your ankle or your leg, or anything that would require extra assistance, you're not going to get. And your illness or your whatever's wrong with you is irrelevant to the narcissistic individual. Now, if something happens to them, oh, well, that's a different story. That's a totally different story. But since it happened to you, deal with it. Now, I just said this on another thread with Lee Hammock, who is a self-aware narcissist, and he has diagnosed narcissistic personality disorder. When I was married to the narcissist for 20 plus years, which is basically prison, I remember a point in time, I had chronic pain for a long time, intermittent chronic pain. And so at one point I didn't feel well and I was laying down. and we were married, unfortunately. And a normal person, let me give you the toxic response and then I'll give you the normal response, okay? The toxic response is, I'm hungry. I'm hungry. Are you going to fix anything? I'm hungry. I was like, no, because I don't feel well. And now I'm getting irritated because this individual knew I didn't feel well. Well, that has no impact on him. Or if you're married to a woman, that has no impact on her. You're sick, you don't feel well, blah, blah, blah. What about me? When do I get to eat something? Because, like, it's dinner time. That pissed me off. Okay, so I'm hungry, I'm hungry, I'm hungry, like what a kid would do, which narcissists are adult children. We've talked about that numerous times. A normal response would be, oh, you're not feeling well? Okay. Well, what are you in the mood for? Because I could either fix something or I could order something out. What are you in the mood for? That's what a normal person does, not a selfish ass. Oh my God. So it can be dangerous for you. They don't care if you've been assaulted or you have symptomology of a possible heart attack and it runs in your family, so your doctor has to be really careful about watching your symptoms closely because you have a long history of it or whatever the case may be. That individual doesn't care. They don't care. So if you die, that's pretty much on you. That's your problem. Don't know what to tell you. They are extremely dangerous because they don't care, and they're going to drop you into the ocean and watch sharks swarm around. Not literally drop you in the ocean, but that's the equivalent. Drop you in the ocean, leave you abandoned, and watch the sharks start to swarm around you. And they're going to watch, they're going to watch it and eat popcorn because it's kind of entertaining. So they're putting your emotional desire at risk. They're putting your physical body at risk. And when you have an issue and you cannot do for them, that's going to be a problem. Your physical desire for them, they're going to withdraw that from you because you'll get it when I say you'll get it. And see, when my ex played that game with me, it backfired and blew up in his face. It went right in his face because when I realized that my emotional well-being was of zero concern for him and I was emotionally abandoned. Your concerns are irrelevant. My ex-wife harassing you, yes, that happened, is irrelevant. I'm not going to jump in her world because that is not my problem. It's yours. So a real man would protect his wife and tell the ex-wife, when you call my house and talk to my wife, you're going to have respect. Do you understand that? She didn't do anything to you. Don't act childish. Don't act stupid. When you call my house on my phone, you will have respect for my wife. Is that clear? That's what a real man would do. He would let her know through no uncertain terms, we're not playing those stupid games. We're going to be adults. But when you're dealing with a toxic, sick, twisted, demented, abusive narcissist, you are on your own. And it doesn't matter if it's that person's ex. It doesn't matter who it is. You are on your own. I'm going to tell you this quick story and then I'm going to go. I traveled across country with him. You can tell that's a lot of fun, right? It wasn't a lot of fun. Anyway, went on the road with him, and at one point, and I don't talk about this very often, it's so disturbing, but this is what happens when you're dealing with a narc. I went for a walk because one thing that's going to happen to you when you go on the road, your partner is a truck driver and you go on the road. One thing that's going to happen to you is when you eat, you're going to be sitting a lot in the truck, traveling cross country or whatever. You're going to be sitting and sitting and sitting. Eat, sit, eat, sit, eat, sit, which means you're going to gain some weight. You're going to get, a little bit round, if you know what I mean. So I was walking. He moved corporate people, relocated corporate people. And so I went ahead and went for a walk in this place. Obviously, I'd never been before. Um, so I went for a walk. I told him I was going for a walk, and someone was following me in their vehicle. I noticed that everywhere I went, he popped up. He was in his car and he popped up and he kept staring at me. And so I felt a little bit of, I don't want to say panic mode, but I went into protect your ass mode. And I basically, when he went down the street and around the corner, I think it was the second time he did it. Obviously, you're doing it on purpose because this is the second time you're doing it. I got hip to what was going on, and I darted behind houses and in between houses, and I did what I had to do to lose him, basically, which I did successfully. Thank God I did. So it kind of freaked me out a little bit. And when I got to the truck to let him know what happened, because he was relocating this person, packing up their stuff, I told him, and his response was, well, he shouldn't have been walking over there. This is the type of demonic thing that you're going to be dealing with. You are on your own. You are at risk. Your life is at risk. Your emotional well-being is at risk. Your physical well-being, your sexual well-being will be at risk too, because 99.9% of the time, they're cheating with other people and can bring diseases to you. Okay? You don't want that. So you could lose your life behind HIV because they can't keep their pants up. So your best bet is to get the hell up out of there. Because if you're going to be in danger, and you are, it's time for you to get up out of there. Don't wait until you fall head over heels in love with them. When they start to show you warning signs, like I told you before, get a legal pad, things that make you go, huh, okay. Get your legal pad and write it down. Because your brain, I told you this before, your brain has a tendency to acknowledge that and forget about it. When things go back to being fake good, your brain forgets about that. You're in danger. You're in danger. This person could have been trying to traffic me, sexually assault me. Who only knows? Whatever the person was going to do, it wasn't good. A normal response to somebody was following me is, what? Did you get a description of the vehicle? Did you get a description of him? What do you mean he followed you? Tell me more about that. That's what a normal person would do. Call the police. I get a description of the person, description and color of the vehicle, model, make, and year. I'm not good at model, make, and year. I would know, whatever. But I was too busy staring at him. He looked like a Hispanic guy, possibly. It was just creepy as hell. You are in danger. Do you understand me? You are either in danger directly from the narcissist with the emotional abuse, the physical abuse, the psychological abuse, the psychological manipulation, the gaslighting, and the abandonment when something happens to you. So no matter where you turn, you're in danger. And some people lose their lives because of it. So these are things you have to pay attention to. You are in danger. Someone who cares about you, someone who loves you, who's capable of love, because I've never met a man who's capable of loving me. Loving getting in between the legs, well, they love to do that. That's their favorite thing in the entire world, unless they're gay. But loving with their whole heart, nah, they're not really capable of doing that. Not when it comes to me. And a lot of women, because there's a lot of women that are single. So anyway, you're in danger. And so when this person is not going to be a helper to you, they're going to be a hindrance. It's time for you to get the hell up out of there. Everything that makes you go, write it down. Write it down. Share it with your friends if you need to. Because they're throwing you to the wolves. Do you want to continue to take that kind of chance and roll the dice on how bad it gets? That's not something you want to sign up for. Okay? Much love. You guys take care. Bye-bye.